K. Wrigley, and welcome to Sarah K. Connects. And in today's episode, we are talking about feminine energy and masculine energy and why it matters to creating the life that you want. First, we're going to get into some definitions as to what I actually mean when I'm talking about this, because it sounds very vague by just saying what I said. Masculine energy is decisive, it's driven, it's assertive, it's supportive, has clarity of vision, it tends to have very linear thinking and moves forward. Feminine energy is very nurturing, compassionate, empathetic, is very warm and receptive, expressive, intuitive, as well as collaborative. Now, if you're thinking, oh my gosh, I have some qualities from both of those things, that's great, because you have discovered, ding, 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 that you have both masculine energy and feminine energy inside of you, because you are a human being. Why is this important? Why does this have to be masculine and feminine? Why do we have to put labels on things? Well, here we go. Masculine energy in its pure form creates a structure that allows for growth. When you think of strong masculine energy, you think of when you're building a company, you have to have drive and ambition and clarity of vision. You have to know where you're going. There's a very strong specificity, the building blocks to create something. And if people feel protected and safe, then, my friends, do people feel like they can be in a place where they can live in compassion and empathy and be vulnerable. Because if you're compassionate and empathetic and vulnerable to people who do mean you harm, you're putting yourself in harm's way. But here's where things kind of crumble a bit for humanity. Many people grow up in environments where they don't have a good example of masculine energy. If ever their home environment wasn't stable and secure, they didn't feel like they had the freedom to grow and be nurtured and live in compassion, it was all dysfunctional. When you live in an environment of dysfunction and you don't have a good role model of masculine energy, then men don't really know how to grow into that positive masculinity, and women don't know what to look for in positive masculinity. And what can end up happening is, for many women who either have been just single for a long time or never have had a good masculine protective energy, they develop more masculine qualities because they have to. Because it can be really dangerous to give off really strong feminine energy when you don't have masculine energy to protect you. So when you've found yourself to be in danger and in those vulnerable positions without that protection, you learn how to protect yourself to whatever extent that you can. And you learn how to give off a firm, assertive, strong energy so people can leave me alone. The problem that can happen, though, is that if you have this super assertive energy, you may not always learn how and when to turn it off. Having the discernment to when you're dating, to be like, oh, this man has a strong masculine energy. I don't need to be assertive anymore because I'm with someone who is. Now, the opposite problem, how do I want to say this? The problem that can happen for men is if they grow up in an environment where feminine energy is seen as weak. And I use this word specifically because feminine energy can be very strong and very powerful and can change people's lives. So feminine energy of itself is not weak. But if men believe that feminine energy is weak, and if they have parts of themselves that are nurturing or compassionate, or they want to be vulnerable, and if they grow up in an environment that says these attributes show weakness, you cannot show them to people, then they are wrestling inside of themselves this portion of who they are and never allowing themselves to express it in a healthy way. Especially amongst many artistically inclined or people who love being caretakers of children or of nature, of animals. These attributes are extremely helpful. And many men have these attributes, and if they don't learn to love them and accept them and how to use them in addition to their masculine energy to help them create the life that they want to live and to live in empathy with people and compassion, then they're doing themselves a disfavor to their own development of who they want to be. This sounds nice and idealistic, but how does this actually play out? Who's someone who puts these two things together? And I came to the conclusion of the magnificent rapper, artist, poet, J. Cole. Here's the thing. J. Cole, as an artist, is expressive and vulnerable, shows empathy, is collaborative, and shows his compassion towards other people amidst his albums. However, he uses his masculine energy to have a vision for the project. He asserts his ideas, he provides for his family, he knows how to make the moves that he needs to make and moves forward with his life, having used his feminine energy to create the artwork that he does. Not to mention that being a rapper and hip hop and that entire industry is a very male dominated industry of itself, known for its machismo. We're gonna Okay, and so coming to peace with these different parts of yourself will help you, one, being at peace with your masculine energy will help you learn how to make the moves that you need to make in certain environments, how to take authority, how to move forward, have goals, have drive. But being at peace with your feminine energy will help you to relate to people and live in vulnerability and create an environment where people can grow and be nurtured. And those are both important to the growth of your life. Yay, intentional living! Woo! Thank you so much for watching, everybody, and I hope this video was interesting or insightful to you. I know I love this stuff, which is why I make videos about it. Hey, if you like this video, press the little thumbs up button, and if you would like to watch more videos about this, then press the subscribe button, and I will see you in my next episode. Dun, dun, dun!